Hey everybody, Matthew here from MiniWarGaming.com, and joining me today is Gaz from Warlord Games, and we're going to play some Konflikt 47. What is Konflikt 47? Well, imagine World War II, but with robots. So it's an alternate World War II based on some weird technology being introduced, and it is super fun. It allows you to take your bolt-action miniatures and play bolt-action, but with super quirky kind of stuff. We've got 3 battle reports for you today. The first one will be out for free, and then 2 others will be in the MiniWarGaming Vault at the links below. If you're not a Vault member, now's a great time to join because you can click those links and get a 7-day free trial to watch them today. Let's jump in to Americans versus Soviets.
We play and call it work.
On my 1,000-point American army, it is being led by a first lieutenant of veteran level with 1 extra man to accompany him and die first, of course. And then for our troops, we've got 2 airborne infantry squads, both veterans, with anti-tank grenades. And then we've got the lovely walkers. Now we're kind of ignoring the normal force restrictions that are in the book because we want to try out all the cool new stuff, or that's what I wanted to do at least. So normally you can't have this many walkers in your army. So yes, this does break the rules. But first off, I've got 2 of the Jackal light walkers. They're both regulars and they both have flamethrowers. And then we've got 1 Kodiak close assault walker as well, also a regular, with his autocannons and many, many machine guns. And Gaz will be playing with the Soviet army, 1,000 points here as well, being led by an officer, a first lieutenant with just regular, with an extra man, just to die first, of course. There are 2 infantry squads with anti-tank grenades, both of them are regulars. Now the Russians get to bring an extra squad for free, an inexperienced 12-man squad. So he brought that with anti-tank grenades. They are fanatical, which means they don't care about morale, not until there's only 1 of them left, and then maybe he'll run. And then there are 2 walkers. We've got a Cossack light walker, and then a mammoth walker with a dozer blade. We are going to be playing scenario number 4, Hold Until Relieved, from the main Konflikt 47 rulebook. I will be the defender as the Americans, and Gaz will be the attacker. There is 1 objective, a 12-inch by 12-inch area in the center of the table that we are guarding. And whoever controls it at the end of the game wins. It's as simple as that. However, forces are a little divided for the defender. I only get to start with an infantry squad and 1 of my walkers on the table. The rest will be in reserve in 2 different waves. 1 a first wave that comes on first turn, and then the other ones are in reserve, which will come on some other time. We'll just see, according to the rolls that I make for them. Whereas for Gaz, he can set up any or all of his army 18 inches away from the objective in wherever he wants on the table, and has the option to put his units in reserve as well. In order to hold the objective in the center, you must have at least 1 infantry model within 3 inches of it, and no enemy infantry or artillery models within 3 inches of the objective. If one side has accomplished this, then they win. Otherwise, it is a draw. Got our lovely table all ready to go. The mat here is from Table War, and then we got some special scenery of the prize objective. It appears that there's some sort of experiment that was going on that the Americans have got a hold of, or maybe they're responsible for. And so that is what they're guarding and waiting to receive reinforcements. And the Russians, of course, are very interested in that because it looks like they could weaponize it, whatever it happens to be.
Whatever it happens to be, but we want it.
Yeah, so, you want it for whatever reason, right? Because, you know, reasons. And so I will be guarding that center area. And this is actually a piece of terrain from Urban Mats. Just want to point that there as well because they provided that for us. So thank you, Urban Mats. And then we got a bunch of custom terrain built from Greenleaf terrain all over the table. And then a bunch of K-47 or bolt action tanks that are there from the previous conflicts already on fire. I can start with 1 infantry squad on the table plus 1 other unit that has a damage value or a, I don't know, what do you call it, armor value or?
Damage value.
Damage value, thank you, of 7 plus or worse. And so I've got an airborne infantry squad and a Jackal light walker with his flamethrower and machine gun ready to go. And then Gaz had the option of putting all his infantry on the table, and then everything else has to be in reserve. And you did actually put all your infantry except for your lieutenant.
Yes, and his aide, I left them in reserve.
Right.
Yeah.
Or lieutenant, if you're from the other side of
Lieutenant. You mean lieutenant?
Or depends where you're from. Words are pronounced differently from different parts of the world. We speak the Queen's
Speak
English.
the Queen's.
Well, we are in Canada, so lieutenant it is.
Lieutenant it is.
Yes. And so you've got your inexperienced unit. It was
Yes.
actually free, by the way. The Russians get that for free.
We do, free 12-man squad.
And they're
over
fanatical, so they don't like morale.
there. No, they don't.
Meaning they don't take
affect
morale
it.
tests.
And they also have an anti-tank grenade, so all
Yeah.
the options are free.
Yeah, I gotta be careful, because this is my table edge, so my other walkers could like walk on here and flame you. They're like, yeah, whatever. Charge and kill it.
Charge.
And then you
Never
got
know.
a regular infantry unit there,
I do.
and there.
And they're in the corner over here.
And then you have your 2 walkers in reserve.
Yes.
My first wave is going to be my 2 walkers, and then my reserves are going to be my infantry squad, airborne infantry squad, and my lieutenant. I'm American, so they're lieutenants. That would be correct, right? I should actually call them lieutenants and not lieutenants.
Yes.
Because they're American.
Yes. Same thing. But
And Russian is probably some Russian word for it.
first officer, second officer.
Okay. I apologize to any history
Commissar?
buffs, but we are playing Konflikt 47.
We are.
So in this alternate universe, the Russians called them lieutenants.
Could be anything.
You haven't been to my alternate universe.
You've not been here.
Anyways, and so we've got all of our dice. Now, we're kind of assuming you have a basic understanding of how bolt action and Konflikt 47 work. However, I'd still like to explain rules as we go along so that we can help you guys learn, because I know it's not a game that everybody here plays, and so we want to make sure we're beginner friendly. So the very first thing I'm going to say right away is Konflikt 47 and bolt action. They use very similar rules, but not exactly the same. So if you're a bolt action player watching this, and you'll be like, oh no, sorry, that's not how that works. It might be that Konflikt 47 changes how that works.
Yes, it could be.
It's a bunch of little nuances, and so you might just look up, if you have the access to the rulebook, look it up before commenting saying it was wrong. Also, we don't do an I go, you go. It's not like I have a turn, then Gaz has a turn. Instead, for every unit on the table or off the table, even the ones in reserve, we put a colored die in our bag,
Yes.
and then we draw the dice, and whichever color it is, that tells you that you can activate a unit. So you could actually end up having an I go, you go if you get lucky. You can draw all your dice, but it often ends up being a little bit more of a back and forth. So we'll obviously represent that as we continue going through this. And this might not even be the first Konflikt 47 battle report that we're posting, because I have no idea the order these are going up, but I will continue to explain at least some of the basic rules throughout so that we can make sure we stay on top of it. But we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to fire flamethrowers from walkers, and I don't know what the heck the other weird stuff coming from the Russian side is, but yeah, this is Konflikt 47, y'all. Let's have some fun. Gaz will do the honors of drawing from the dice. He will promise not to look in and choose ones that he thinks would be the right order. And we got, we should specify. You're orange or reddish orange, and so I am like a brownish
That is the American
green.
order die, and that is the Soviet order die.
There we are.
There we go.
Okay, so you pulled a Soviet die.
I did pull indeed, so it's me to go first. So what I'm going to do, I am going to just advance one of my infantry squads a little bit closer to you guys. So I'll advance this infantry squad through the ruins, 6 inch.
Okay, so the basic 2 movements that you can do are advances and runs. Yes. Advance is a 6-inch move for infantry, a little different for vehicles we'll go over, and then they can fire. Run is you just double that, and then you can't fire.
Yes, but
there's certain things you can't run through, like obstacles, such as these ruins.
A few restrictions in place.
Yeah, so the ruins don't slow you down in your movement, but they just don't allow you to run. And if you want to assault something, you have to do a run order and get there.
Right, there we go. So there's the advantage.
Don't think you have line of sight to fire at anything?
No, I don't think I do. No, I'm going to say I don't. It's too confusing in the chaos.
Yes, everything's burning and on fire. And we draw the next die.
Next dice, I won't look.
We'll do this. Oh, look at that, it's my turn. I actually don't want them. So I am going to take this, and I'm going to apply it to one of my 2 reserve units, and I'm just going to order down, because the reserves can't come until at least turn 2. And that way I don't have to activate something right now, because I'd like to see Gaz kind of, I don't know, bring something on. But he can do the same thing, of course, with his reserves. So that's what I'm doing. Next one, don't worry, we'll start speeding up the dice draw. I just want to show you the first few. It's me again. I'm going to throw that at my next reserve. Down.
Next one.
Oh, come on, man. I don't want to go yet.
I'm not looking, honestly.
Okay. Well, then what I'll do is I'm going to order this squad down. And so they'll have a difficulty to hit of, I believe it is +1, because it's +2 in bolt action normally, and I think it's +1 in K47, or is it the
I'll
other way
confirm
around?
that. I think it's actually been errated to -2 to hit.
-2 to hit.
Yeah, -2 to hit. So, you know, kind of in the cover as well.
Yeah, the light cover is -1 and then -2 to hit them. So from this direction, they're going to be very, very difficult, if not impossible. Well, it's never impossible, but very difficult. And now we'll start to speed this up.
Wait.
There you go.
So all I'm going to do, I'm going to put my light Cossack walker down.
So reserve unit down, so that you're just basically burning that activation. Soviets!
Okay, so what I'm going to do is just advance these guys over here and just move them 6 inches behind the burnt out tank.
Get some cover there.
Just like so, yeah.
All sorts of light cover. The buildings and ruins will be
just trying to...
hard cover, and then everything else will be light.
Just trying to protect myself potentially from any walkers that come on over there.
And if you're familiar with other games, this is a 2-inch coherency, so his units all have to be within 2 inches of another model from the same unit, and all in one group. You can't break them up. Americans, my turn. I'm going to advance my Jackal Lightwalker. He's got 2 weapons, but he's also got the rule of only a single pilot, so he can only fire one of them. That top weapon is just, it's not there, ignore it. So we've got a flamethrower and an MMG, so a medium machine gun. Now, when vehicles activate, walkers specifically, we'll start with them. They move 12 inches, and they can pivot 90 degrees twice during that movement. Now, he has the Agile special rule, which gives me 1 extra 90-degree pivot. So we're going to do 90 degrees, less than 90 degrees, move over to here to get within 18 inches of that infantry squad. And then I could pivot again if I wanted to, but I'm happy where I am. And then he's going to fire his medium machine gun, because the flamethrower is only 6-inch range, at that squad. So if you look at this, he does not have cover, because more than 50% of his unit is not in cover from there. So everything always starts with a 3 to hit. I've got 5 shots, by the way, with the medium machine gun. Now I moved, which normally would make that 4s to hit, but Americans ignore that. So still 3s to hit. Not the vehicles. Okay, so I've got -1 to hit, because Americans don't ignore that for the vehicles.
Sorry.
It's okay.
The veteran units do.
I literally learned this game yesterday, so it's fine. We can make some mistakes.
We can make some
mistakes are allowed when you play wargaming. I just hope everybody understands that. That's one of the rules of wargaming, is mistakes are allowed.
That's how you learn.
Yeah, exactly. So so my 3 goes to a 4. And then if I was more than 18 inches away, which I'm not, I'd be at long range, which would be up to 5. And then cover would be another -1 or -2 if it's hard. And the third down, of course, it's more. So really, this is pretty easy. It's just going to be 4s to hit. And I only get 2 of them. No matter how many hits you get, as long as you get at least 1, you put 1 pin marker. This gives them -1. Or for every pin, it's -1 to their morale. Whenever they go to take their, whenever they want an order, now he has to take an order test, which would be at his leadership -1. Now these guys are inexperienced or regulars?
Regulars.
So regulars are leadership 9. So basically, if he fails that leadership 8 test, which is roll 2 dice, get 8 or less, then they go down, I believe. They go
down for the turn.
Yeah, and if you roll double 6, then they might actually shoot at nearby guys or run away or all that kind of fun stuff. Yeah, foobar. So we got 2 hits. Now the damage roll is actually nothing to do with the weapon.
No.
Usually there is a pen on some weapons, but there's no pens on small arms like medium machine guns. It's all to do with the experience of the unit being fired at. So the more experienced they are, the better they are at kind of ducking away, grabbing cover, and just knowing what the heck they're supposed to do. And since these are regulars, that means that they're going to be wounded. I'm going to say this, it's on a 4. Yes, it's 3s if they're inexperienced, 4s if they're regulars, and 5s if they're veterans.
Yes.
Now some weapons have penetration, which would modify that. And there's also some other ways, if you're inside of a building, that would modify that. But cover doesn't. Cover modifies the hitting, not the damage roll. And so we're just looking for 4s. We got 1 of them, which immediately kills 1.
Yep.
And this is Gaz's choice, unless I roll a 6, in which case it might be my choice. I take any 6s I roll, re-roll them. If I roll a 6 again, then I get to pick. Because there is an officer in there and a special weapon probably, so I could choose to have those. If from that single attack he lost at least half of the models that were in there at that time, so he'd have to lose 5, he would immediately take a morale test, which is another leadership test with any minuses from pinning. And if he fails that, the unit is gone. But in this case, he's fine. It was just 1. And it's my turn again. I got my first wave, Kodiak Close Assault Walker. I don't want to get too close to these guys, even though they're inexperienced. They all seem to have anti-tank grenades. It's like they just gave it to the regular masses and said, hey, just run towards the nearest tank. It's kind of dark and kind of whatever, but hey, I play 40K too, which is also dark. All the war games are dark, it's war. So he's going to have an advance order issue. It could be either advance or run to come on the table. Or I could actually put it, actually no, the first wave have to come on. So I want to stay out of their assault range, which is 12 inches. And so he's going to move on, and then he's going to pivot. And that way, because he's got his weapons on the arms, and the facing does matter. Any front-mounted weapons are in the front 90-degree arc, whereas the right arm is the right 90-degree arc and the front one. And the left arm is the left 90-degree arc and the front one. And so basically by making sure that's in my front arc, I'll be able to fire at them. They might get cover though, because I think from my line of view, this thing is going to be blocking at least half of them. You know what? After kind of thinking about it, realizing they're kind of in cover and stuff, yeah, I'm going to go for it. I don't care about your tank grenades. Whatever. Why? What does it matter?
Oh, no.
Yeah, because you want to just hide right here. Well, you can hide right there. I'm going to have them walk on here and then turn. And that way, if I pull the next order die, guess what's happening to the other light vehicle with the flamethrower? It's coming right here. And I know they're immune to morale until they're down to 2, I think.
Yes.
And then they have to start taking it, but they're down to 2, so who cares? But I could take it. I got this. I got this. We're advancing on. Now you could react. We haven't actually talked about that. Whenever you are fired upon, either by an advance order or a fire order is when you just stand still and fire, so you don't incur that -1 penalty. You can react if you're within 20 inches of the target, which obviously you are. You can actually fire back, which in this case would be useless. Your small arms would do nothing. Or you can actually do a reposition. I can't remember what it's called. It's a retreat, reposition. Either way, it's a movement.
Run for cover.
Right, a run for cover, but you have to then move and try to get out of line of sight or get further away or get into cover. So that would mean then he wouldn't be able to charge me afterwards because that would burn the order that they would receive because we'd pull that die out of the bag. So the question that this begs, because we actually forgot to do that when I fired the... Oh no, they had the order on them, so we couldn't do it.
Yes.
Is do you want to react?
Yes, I'm going to run for cover.
Okay, so that keeps my walker safe. But it does make it harder to hit you.
It does make it harder to hit me, but essentially it's taking that walker out of the picture for a little bit.
Right.
So, yeah.
So now that's a run, right?
Yes. It's
and you have to go further away from me. You'd have to try to get to cover. If you can't get to cover, you have to at least move further away from me.
Yes.
So I'm assuming you're going to run them around the corner and maybe even get out of my line of sight because I won't be able to see through that vehicle.
I will try to, yes.
Yeah, so really it's just the back guy. All right, move them. But we actually have to do, I forgot, we have to actually do an order check, even though there's no pin marker on them, because it's a reaction. Yes. And so they're inexperienced, so their leadership is only 8. So you have to roll, but it's not too bad, 8 or less. Usually that's not too bad. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. And the other reaction they could do is actually go down. That is one of them as well, so it'd be -2 to hit them, but that's not what he wants to do. He wants to get out of there.
Run away.
Run away. And this thing you can't see through, you can only see into and out of. Any area terrain like that, so woods would be the same thing. So if he moves the back ones, it's really just these back ones you have to really measure carefully to see can they get out of my line of sight, and they totally can. Easy. 6 there, 6 there, you're out of my line of sight.
So I'll just put the back guy.
Yeah, and then just move them all forward.
Just blob them.
Yeah. And then blah, he's firing at them as they run away, and nothing happens. So I'm not going to roll any dice because there's no like ammo that I could run out of or any fumbles that would blow me up or anything like that. So that is that order. And that's their order too. And just so you know, he took that die out of the bag. So that's one less die there. Americans again! Well, I've only got one thing left, so you can't run any farther.
No.
Although I do have to be careful because then I think this is the last activation. Oh no, you got some things in reserve, but whatever. This is basically the last thing that's going to be happening this turn, and he could draw the first order die the next turn and have them run. But then I could react and flame them, so it all works out. So yeah, he's just going to walk on here. Now I can't charge them from reserve, which I probably wouldn't do anyways because they have anti-tank weapons. You're just not allowed to charge from reserve. That's just what it is. And my agile, I'm gonna come on. I'm gonna turn for my first turn. I'm gonna turn again for my second turn and move up and turn again. He's just dancing, ba ba ba, because I'm so agile. So lovely. And so that's an advance because he moves 12 inches, and then he is going to use. The problem is they actually are immune to morale, so the flamethrower is not nearly as effective. Because normally flamethrower, if you no matter what, you hit them D6 times. It's different than bolt action. You auto hit in Konflikt 47, and then they have to do a morale test, and they get D3 plus 1 pins from a flamethrower normally, which they still will. They still will
get the pins.
And if you fail at morale test, you're out of there. So it's like, who cares how many times you hit? You just make them run. And then Gaz reminded me that if he charges me and I'm within 6 inches, I don't get a reaction. So I'm just gonna scooch back right about there. Ha! Oh wait, I can't shoot a flamethrower if I'm not within 6 inches.
That's a good point.
Screw it.
Screw it. Go for it.
D6 shots. 6 shots.
Oh, the dancing Matthew.
On a 1, I run out of ammo. That's my only shot. No. On infantry, it's a 1 or a 2. They run out of flamethrower ammo. So. Yeah. You know.
Oh, on vehicles it's 1 or 2. No,
it's just a 1
or 2.
Vehicles 1 or 2.
Sorry, yeah.
Yes, exactly. Wow. All right, that's a good start. Let's flame these little guys. Only 3s to wound them. Oh wait, no.
No.
That's
2s.
not how it works. 2s because Flamer has a pen of +1, which adds 1 to this. So 2s to wound. All right, so 6 of them just die.
6 of them melted.
Yeah, that would normally be a morale check of its own, but...
I'll just take these.
Yeah. If you want to take the one so that you have... No, you won't be able to be 6 inches away from me. Like you can just kill the closest one so you get a reaction.
4, 5, 6. I think I've given you enough already.
Yeah. Just for being hit, they get a pin marker, and then the flamers have a special rule against infantry and artillery, I think, that they get an extra D3. So 1 more. So it's only 2. Could have been 3 or 4, which could have been really bad, but still good.
That's still...
Yeah, I think you're going to find in the rules of this game that it's all about getting pins on things that haven't activated yet or that you don't want to have a good chance, because then they actually have to make order tests. So that's a little bit of tactical from, obviously, me, the experienced Konflikt 47 player. This is like my first recorded game, but we played like a couple practice games yesterday.
We did, yeah. Which you actually won both.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, solid.
Tactical genius here. Roll a die and it rolled well. And I'm like, yeah, I'm so good at this.
Tactical genius / you had like an extra 500 points.
I'm holding the camera here. No, I think the rest of the dice are yours,
joking.
right? And the rest of your stuff is in reserve.
Yes.
So we can just,
Yeah,
obviously
so-
you draw those and nothing happens.
Those two just
there
going
we
down
are.
over there.
Okay, so that is the end of the first turn. It goes for 6 turns and then possibly a 7th on a 4+, if it goes that long. So now we just take all of these order dice
Yeah.
and we return them.
Collect them all in.
Now you are allowed, if you are down, like this down unit, I could leave that on them. And that way, if he activates first, then they're still downed. But that does mean, of course, that they'll be skipping next turn. But I don't want to do that. So we're just going to return everything. Oh, Soviet gets the first draw. Uh-oh. Is that good or bad? I guess we'll find out.
Well, we'll find out, let's see what the free squad can do against that.
Oh, so you want to activate them?
Yeah, so I'm going to activate them.
So you got to take an order test at -2 leadership. They're inexperienced, so they're only leadership 8 to begin with.
Yep,
So roll me a double 6, will you? Here we go.
Yeah.
Oh, you passed.
They've done
barely.
it. They've done
barely.
it. They've done it. They've done enough.
Now they
So,
lose 1 pin,
1 pin marker.
when they pass. You can do a rally order, which lets you lose D6 more, but then you don't do anything else. And what are they going to do for their order?
They're going to charge that walker.
All right, I can't react because I'm
Why?
within 6 inches.
Not.
Uh,
So I just move all the models. Oh, sorry. They
Doesn't
can
really-
move all the models.
doesn't really matter where they end up because there's 6 of them in the fight. So there's no like engagement ranges or things like that. And so because you charged me and I was not in any kind of cover,
Whoops.
you attack first and then I attack, and the winner destroys the other one. Now, I think against a walker it's a little different, but we'll get there.
Yeah.
We'll get there. That's assuming that you do any damage to me. Now, I don't count as having moved.
Nope.
So you hit me on 4s. If I
Fours.
had moved, advanced, or run, actually, no, run you can't even attack. You can't assault me. So if I had advanced, it would be a 6 to hit.
Yes.
And you got anti-tank grenades, which we'll get to in a second. So you get 6 attacks, hitting on 4s.
Hidden on 4s.
So 3 of them.
50.
Now, and unlike shooting, regardless of the number of hits he gets, he only gets 1 hit. But the other hits give him a bonus to the roll. So he's going to roll for damage against me, which I'm a 7+.
Yes.
And you've got anti-tank grenades. Do those have any pen?
They don't have any extra pen, but instead of causing just superficial damage, they can cause full damage.
So basically, whenever you injure a vehicle, you'd roll on a chart.
Yes.
And that's a D6 chart to determine if they're stunned or destroyed or on fire. And normally, infantry would get -3 to that.
-3 to
But the
that, yes.
anti-tank ones do not. Also, normally they'd have to take a morale check
At
to make the
-3,
charge
yeah.
at -3. But first off, they're immune to that. And second off, if you have anti-tank grenades, you would also be immune to that. I should point that out.
Indeed.
So a lot of that, and that pin would make it very hard on top of that. So they're fanatical. They're like, whatever, just go.
Run, we're free.
So you're going to roll a D6 and you're going to add 2 to it, and you need to get 7 or higher. So you basically need to roll 5 or higher.
At 3.
You got 3 hits.
So whatever I roll now, so I add 3 to the roll of the D6.
Oh, so the number of hits is added to the
number
D6.
of hits added as the D6. yes.
Okay,
So,
okay. Oh, that's that way you can always wound a vehicle that's a 7+,
Always wound a
even with just only 1 hit.
So
Makes sense, so
I'm
4+ now.
Looking for, 4 or more.
4+. Oh! No, bueno. I've got fists too, so I get more attacks back.
Yeah, they're pretty much gone. And they
All right, so he's in trouble. I'm a light walker. Normally, I'd have to follow the rules for a vehicle, like fighting with a tank, but because I have the assault rule, I get to fight like a walker. But because I'm light, I can't fire my weapons. Medium and heavy walkers could actually fire their weapons rather than punching. But walkers get 2 attacks, plus 1 per fist, and these guys have 2 fists, so that's 4 attacks. And we're just going straight to damage when you're in close combat, by the way.
Yes.
You don't roll the hit and then roll damage. And that's why he was just rolling once. He just had to get the 4s to really damage. But I know it's different, whatever. Still, against vehicles is a little different. So I just got to roll a single 3+ here to kill one of your guys, and you'll lose combat, and they all die.
They all die.
Okay, they're all dead.
Yeah.
Even your fanatical guys?
No.
Okay.
They're fanatical, so they don't run, they don't automatically die. We stay locked in combat.
So normally we would just destroy his unit, but because he's fanatical, it counts as a draw. So when he loses, it counts as a draw. So you lose 3 guys, and we keep fighting. Now since you're the one that charged, you get to fight first. So 3 attacks hitting on 4s. 2 hit, so that'll be then a die +2, so you need to roll 5+ the damage. Oh, so close.
So close.
All right, let's just pummel these last 3 guys. No. Yeah, they're dead.
They're dead.
See you later. So this
Splat.
order die is removed from the pool so that we don't ever draw it again. So I get to do a free advance, which for walkers is 12 inches. So I was going to move 10, I'll pivot, and then there, and then I'm going to pivot.
Dancing.
Pivot.
Dancing walker.
And then they're looking at it like, And that does not count as him receiving an order, by the way. So thanks for the free movement, Gaz. You're a pal, Gaz. Oh, sorry, you're a mate, Gaz.
A mate, yes, mate.
Soviet activation.
Oh, yeah.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to try to bring on my heavy mammoth walker. So that will be
You have to do an order test at
Order
-1
test,
to come from reserve.
Yes.
You fail it, he goes down, and he has to come in next turn, maybe.
next turn.
So he's a regular at leadership 9, so you have to roll 8 or less. Oh, you rolled a 9! Oh, no! He stays in reserve.
Oh, no.
Oh, random
Great.
reserves. Oh, random reserves. Oh, love-hate relationship I have with random reserves. If you have watched me from previous editions of 40K when I played my Tyranids, they never would come in from reserve. Never.
Never.
I would stack all the bonuses, +1 and a reroll. No, 1 to a 1 for the important ones.
No,
Woo.
I needed that. Damn, I really needed that.
Oh, it's the America's turn. We're going to activate this walker. It was called a Jackal Light Assault Walker, something like that. The Jackal. And I'm going to do an advance, so I'm not going to run and do my. He actually can jump, so I could be like over there, but not right now. So I'm just going to advance. He's going to pivot. He's going to go through. Essentially, he's got 12 inch. He's going to end up right about here, and then I'm going to declare firing my flamethrower at you. Would you like to react or attempt to react?
I will attempt to react.
Well, you'll always react. It's
I'll
just if you
always
fail the
attempt.
reaction, I think you go down. Is that right?
Yes, I go down.
But it's -1.
Because the pin.
Leadership something.
Oh.
It's an 11. Oh, no.
No, right.
It's all coming up,
It's
Nelson.
all coming done at the seams.
right.
So I go down, which your flamethrower negates.
Yeah,
as
it
well.
doesn't care.
It doesn't care about that.
Sorry, little correction. You don't go down if you fail that. Because he can actually choose to go down without an order test. He just does not get to react. So he fails to react. So we're just going to toast him. All right, let's just toast this squad. And hopefully I don't run out of my flamer ammo for this one. D6 shots. Oh, it's ticks again. Which probably means I'm not out of ammo with this one. Woo! All right. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt a lot. So
Turn them into s'mores.
these are regulars.
Yes, they
So
are.
we're winning them on 4s. Because they know how to do. I'm sorry,
No,
3s.
threes.
Because I'm plus
Threes.
1 pen.
Plus 1 pen.
Oh, only get 2. Only get 2, so no morale chest from that. So, this is precise though. Does it
Yes,
still work with flamers?
Yes,
it's
it
a very
does.
precise flamer. I try to point
very.
it. I try to point it to your NCO, and I don't hit him. I have to roll a 6 again. So we'll go ahead and remove 2 of them.
But still 2 removed, so I'll move this one here.
Oh, is that the NCO
Whoops.
that you just removed?
No, the NCO is this guy here.
Oh,
the front.
okay, of
Leading
course.
from the front.
Sure.
Trying
So we get another pin marker on him, and then D3 more pins. Oh, there's 2 more.
2 more pin markers.
And now they make a morale test because they're terrified of the flames. At -4 leadership, so you're down to leadership 5. If you fail this, they're gone.
But because they're Soviets, I can re-roll that result.
Okay, so you should be able to pass this. 5 or less, rolling twice, right? Nope.
Nope.
All right,
First
well,
one.
maybe
Second
you'll pass it.
time.
Oh, look at that! It's just a little fire. It's just a little fire.
We're all good.
But they got 4 pin tokens on them, so it's going to be very hard for them to activate the way they want to.
True.
So yeah, so that's his turn. Oh, it's Americans
There we
again.
go.
It's Americans again. I'll take that, thank you.
Still got it.
Machine gun, turn twice cause I can. I am so agile, yeah. Blah. You want to try a reaction test at -4 leadership?
Do you know what I may as well do?
You could always fire back
Ridiculous.
at me and do nothing.
And do absolutely nothing. No,
Yeah.
I'll try and run away.
All right, run away.
At -4, so
Yeah.
we're looking for...
5, and you don't get to
fine.
re-roll this. It's not a morale test.
No,
No,
not a
you're just
chance.
staying to die.
Yeah.
All right, here we are. Okay, so normally 3s to hit, -1 for moving, but +1 because we're within 6 inches for point blank. And so we're hitting on 3s. Blap, blop, dip, point blank, blop, blop, for the win, blop. Well, that's a 5th pin marker. If we actually get it up to 9, they just automatically run.
Automatically destroyed, yes.
It would take a lot of work to get somebody all the way up to their leadership,
It
though.
does.
Unless you kill the NCO, I guess, and then you're down to
Minus
8,
one.
and then, yeah, okay.
Makes
So we
it
got 4 hits. Your veterans, machine guns don't have any, sorry, your regulars,
Regular.
but they don't have any pen. So just 4s.
Just falls.
Ah! Not enough for a morale test, because I didn't kill half of them, but I did kill 3 of them.
3 of them.
And no 6s, so no precision shots.
Let's remove these 3.
Oh, this squad. Ugh. It's feeling it. It's Americans again. All right.
Oh.
But I'll do the Kodiak. I'm going to do an advance, even though he probably won't have any targets to shoot at. If I do a run, it restricts. He can only turn once. And so I don't want to do that. So he's going to do turn 90 degrees, and then turn 90 degrees, and then he'll go as 12 inches. And then he doesn't have any targets. Yeah, I can't see the guys in that building. Yeah, there's no way. But it's Americans again. I'm going to try to bring in my, -1.
Sorry,
so
yeah,
down to
yeah,
8.
yeah.
The leadership 9 down to 8.
They're veterans. They're veterans.
They're veterans.
They're veterans,
Oh,
yes.
they're veterans.
They're
Okay, so
veterans.
10 down to 9.
Yeah.
Oh, look at me go. 9! All right. Sorry, I'm not playing Germans. Americans, just regular 9. And we're just going to run on. Bup, bup, bup. Now, the road actually makes him go faster. It doubles his movement while he's on the road.
Yes, it does.
Does he have to? I don't think he has to be on it the entire time. Just whenever he's on it, it doubles his move.
No, he has to remain on the road
The whole time. Okay, so he started off of the road. So I'm just going to shove him over a little bit there, so that next turn he could always get that. But it does not speed up infantry.
No.
It just doesn't slow them down like other things will. So they run on. That's my turn. Hey, look,
Finally.
Soviet's turn.
Finally.
So you're going to try to bring on your other walker?
I'm going to try.
Now,
yes.
is it regular or veteran?
It's regular.
So you have to do leadership 9 down to 8.
Down to 8.
No problem, right?
No, easy.
Your dice have been
Easy.
helpful. Yeah, see?
That's easy. Easy.
That's so hard. You're going to stay on the road, so you're going to be able to go up to 24, but obviously have to stop there because otherwise you're no longer on the road. Uh-oh.
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 And then,
Ruh-roh.
whoops, advance and fire. I'm actually going to target the infantry because, thinking of the mission as well.
Yeah.
Try and target the walkers. I'll let the mammoth deal with the walkers. Or try
So I
to.
could react and go down, make it -2 to hit them. But you are in charge range. Do these guys have anti-tank grenades? They do. You know what? I want to. Yeah, I'm not gonna react.
No, you can stay there.
Yeah.
Why not?
Because you're gonna shoot me in the back.
They're veterans. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Because you're gonna be hitting on 4s and wounding on 4 or damaging on 4s.
With the light auto cannon.
Oh, it'll be oh frick! No, I'm going down. I'm going down.
You're going down. I'll take it down.
+2
Come on.
pen.
No, because this turn you can take it out. You can run at it. Put some. Yeah, go down.
I'm going down. So you got to pull my other order die out of there.
There we go.
Thank you. And they're like, nuh-uh.
Nada.
No.
See ya.
So you'll be -3 total, so back to 6 to hit.
Yes, back to 6s to hit. So I've got 2 shots.
Because anybody wondering, moving also is the -1 as well.
Yeah. So 2 shots of the light auto cannon.
6s.
Nope.
No.
And then the MMG. I'm just looking for a pin here.
Medium machine gun. Oh.
Absolutely.
Well, I'm glad I did that because that's a lot of hits otherwise. Because you did a
Yeah.
lot of 4s and 5s.
A lot there.
Okay, that was his
Mitigated
activation. Soviets.
Soviets. Put my officer unit down.
So you're going to put on your officer unit and not bring them on.
Not bring them on.
Okay. There's 2 dice left in there, I believe. One of mine in reserve and then one of yours for that unit over there.
I've got another one.
Yeah, you should have one more. That unit
One.
right there.
I've got 2 in here. 1.
Oh, they haven't activated
They
yet.
haven't actually activated.
Okay,
yet.
yeah, so we're good.
They've not activated. We're all good. Next.
Well, now that you've looked in the bag, make sure you shuffle them around. I'm just joking.
Whoa,
Weird. How'd you do that?
That's these guys through the ruins and try to get some shots in the back on your.
Yeah, normally you can't shoot
Squads
through
in
your
the
own
middle.
squads, but the exception is vehicles that you could not possibly hurt.
Yeah.
And so he can shoot through that.
So I have
without
no
problem.
weapons that I can possibly hurt. So
It's all small arms fire.
the front guy,
Come on out. Let's play.
all charging out the door here.
So you're firing a few guys over here. It's going to easily be 7 or higher to hit. As soon as you get to 7 or higher, you have to hit on a 6 and then roll another 6. But he's hoping just to get a hit, just to get a
just
pin
to
mark
get a
on
pin,
there.
yeah, just to get something on there.
Not much else they can do, and they're already close enough to the objective to get there by the end of the game.
Just to make it a little bit harder.
So we've got this many shots. Ooh, 2 sixes. Can you roll? Can you repeat that anywhere? Can you get a hit? Here we go. Oh,
yes!
he did. One
there we
hit.
Go. One hit.
Now do you wound them? They're veterans, so 5s.
5s to wound.
No, you didn't kill him, but you got a pin on him.
I've got the pin. That's the.
Yeah, sometimes that's all that matters. We'll see if it matters in the long run.
Yep,
but,
pins make prizes.
It is there. Now we got 2 more dice in there, one of each of ours. And you got mine first.
Your dice.
It's my officer that wants to come on, so let's do a order test, which I pass. And we're just going to have it run up behind this squad. Now, when leaders actually activate, they can activate other squads near them as well, which is kind of nice. But we'll just put them right there. And then the last die in the bag is automatically this squad. What's it going to do?
It's going to rally.
Okay, so rally. You don't have to do an order test.
No.
And you remove D6 plus 1 pins. So 3 of them.
3 pins.
Not bad. Means they can't do anything else though.
No.
They're stuck right there.
It's not bad, but it's not great.
And that is the end of turn 2. It's not looking great for the Russians so far.
Oh,
You haven't killed a single thing of mine, and you've put your first pin token on me. But I ran out of ammo for the flamer.
Yeah, there's some things in that. You know, I've still got my mans to come on.
That's why you're inexperienced guys. You're free guys. They used up all my my napalm.
They did.
Yeah,
They
so
did some things.
That's right.
You know,
there you go.
They're free.
Yeah. Here's a free squad in exchange for all of your napalm.
And plus, I'm still well within the run here. I've got full unit there, depleted unit, officer, the mammoth, my walker.
Yes, your walkers can still do plenty. No, and the big one that didn't come on.
No.
That thing, once it comes on, you'll see it.
Assume it does come on. Yeah.
I say that, and then I immediately thought, you know what's going to happen now.
Yeah.
Either you're going to fail all your order checks.
It's a 10.
Oh, no. Or
yeah.
he's going to come on and just like whiff, and getting the first flamer shot will hit him, and he'll die or
That's
something
it. It'll
like
just
that.
fall over. Like, yeah, cheers.
Well, that's the great thing about this game. Things die, and they can die quickly, as you can see. Except for my guys, apparently. They are immortal forever.
They're amazing. Yep.
Okay, let's go to turn 3. Into turn 3. Obviously, the next die pulled is going to be an important one.
It is.
Why don't you do that on camera for us? Booyah,
Hey!
Soviet!
Hey, happy days.
Oh, you're right to this guy. Okay.
Yeah,
He's going
100%.
down?
No, he's not going to go down. I was just putting the die down.
You can skip his turn. That's fine.
I'm going to advance, I think, and shoot. And get out of the way of your engagement range for assault and come over here 12 inches. So I'll pivot.
Walk over
And then
and
walk
pivot
over
back.
and then pivot back.
Now, is he agile?
He is agile, so he
'cause he
does
can
get
pivot
3.
again.
He can pivot again. Just move to there and then
I was
go.
going to say, because he'd have a hard time. Oh, he's going after that walker.
He's going after the walker, yes. Can't take on the 2 walkers over there.
Okay.
So,
I'm going to choose not to react because I couldn't fire at you if I wanted to, because I'm facing the wrong way, and I don't want to run away. So, I think this is the one that's... No, he's out of... His flamethrowers.
he's
empty.
out of ammo.
So I want that guy to survive. Yep, I'll just take it.
Okay, so just choosing to shoot my light auto cannon into the walker, so I need 3s to hit.
Yeah,
Plus
so
1
minus
because I'm
1 plus
point
1.
blank.
Ooh, double
2
6.
6s. Where was that last turn?
And then plus 2 pen against my 7 plus. So you need 5 plus.
5 plus. Just 1. Oi!
got
So
1.
I've got 1. So that is...
Well, first off, I am pinned. I did get a pin token because
Yes.
that weapon could hurt me, so regardless of whether you damage me or not. And now we roll on the vehicle damage table.
Yes.
So, which you don't have any modifiers to, right?
No,
Oh.
so I only equaled your armor.
Oh, so it's actually going to be -3. So you do
Minus
have a
3.
modifier. So
Yes,
it's
so it
just
is
a
superficial.
superficial hit. That's right.
damage, yeah.
So -3 to this die roll. So that's a 2,
2.
which I believe is immobilized.
I'll just...
So you broke my legs. So I'm immobilized. So I can still activate and stuff. But, and I also get an extra pin on it because of that. And so, but I cannot move anymore for the rest of the game.
That's a result. I'll take that. I'll take that.
American's turn.
Americans.
I think I'm going to activate him before these guys try to get out of there.
Run away.
Yeah, I think that's my best option. And before your next vehicle comes on and kills them anyways. So an order test at -2, he's a regular, right?
Yes.
So 7 or less. So he's good. So he does order, and then they're just going to do a fire because he can't advance or anything.
And you get to remove 1 pin as well for passing the order
Oh,
check.
yes,
Yep.
that's right. Thank you. And he will fire at them point blank. Did you want to react?
I think I will react. I'll try.
It will be a flamethrower, by the way.
Yes. But you can fire the MOG as well.
No, I can't. He's a single
single crew, yeah.
Single
Apologies.
crew. Yeah,
Apologies.
he can fire more than
He
one.
can fire more than one.
But the vehicles normally can, but he has a
just
single crew
coaxial.
special rule.
So, the reaction for this then?
Well, if you're going to do reaction, you might as well just do your test first.
Yeah, do my test.
So -2, so you need
7.
7 or less. Oh, you
Way,
passed.
Passed it. Still retain the pin though.
So they can fire at me.
They're going to run away.
I don't think they can because you're within 20 inches.
Good point.
Yeah,
Very good
I think we
point.
did that wrong last time, but you
we did,
failed
we
it
did.
anyways.
I failed it anyway, yes.
So actually, there is no point to
There's
a
no
reaction.
point in reaction.
Unless to go
no.
down. Unless you want to go down.
I think, actually, do you know what? I will go down because...
And you didn't have to roll an order test for that one.
No, I did not.
Yeah, I should specify. I think I forgot this last round.
Yes.
That if you're more than 20 inches away from the fire, you can run for cover, and you're within 20 inches, then you can return fire, basically, which is done simultaneous, by the way. But they can't hurt me with their small arms fire, so they're just going to choose to go down to give me a -2 penalty. But now that you know that, maybe you just want to not do that because I'm going to fire my flamethrower.
And it makes no difference at all,
So
doesn't
why
it?
don't you just pull that back?
Yeah, pull that back. Just weather the storm.
All right. So, in other words, are you going to take a reaction?
No.
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 Flavor. D6 shots. Yeah, I think when you ran, yeah.
Oh, well.
It's all good.
It's fine.
all good.
It's fine.
We made mistakes.
Yeah.
2 shots. Do I run out of ammo on a 1? Nope.
Nope.
Which, who cares? Light them on fire. I don't. No, I do. It's +1 pen. No, they're regulars.
Regulars, yes.
So I don't hurt them at all,
But
they still get a pin plus D3 more. So another pin. And they still have to take a morale test
still have
because
to take a morale test.
at -4 leadership, which you get to reroll. So it's 5 or less, just
5
like
or
before.
less.
Fail.
Fail. Second time round.
No.
We fail again,
So
so
they're
they're gone. That is the
They
unit.
scram.
Yeah, we
And
run
they haven't
away.
activated yet, so you'll pull a die from
Yes.
your ordered stuff. Americans!
Americans!
Again, thank you. I am going to designate this jackal, and he's going to advance. So we're going to turn, and then we'll move. So now I've measured it out. He'll turn to there, he'll turn again, move to there. He could turn again if he wants to, but he's not gonna. So we're just gonna, actually, I'm gonna end up on the road. That way I can take advantage of that next time. And then I'm gonna fire my medium machine gun at that infantry squad right there. I am within 20 inches, so you cannot run for cover.
Cannot, no.
So there's no point in returning fire. So the only question is, do you want to go down?
No, I mean, looking at this, I'd say 50% of the squad is in hard cover, so -2 to shoot.
Yeah.
So,
And I've moved, and it's going to be long range. So we're looking at 7 pluses.
yeah, I'll take the fire.
It's 5. Okay, well, 5 shots. Let's see if I get lucky and get one on you. If I kill a guy, great. It's more just to get a pin marker on him. Maybe. If I roll another 6. No. Okay. Soviets!
I'm going to try and bring on my Mammoth Walker and leadership -1, so it'll be 8.
8 or less.
Oh, no!
You need him so bad.
Oh, I need him now!
He would turn the tide.
Literally!
He lives up to his name of Mammoth Walker, I think.
Yeah,
Well, we'll
he's
see.
Taking his time to get there.
Okay, well, he gets it down.
Oh,
So
no.
pull the next die.
Pull the next die, and it is a... Oh, Soviet
Soviet.
again. Great. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to give these guys an advance order and try and get them into the middle and try and cause some attrition on those veteran airborne guys.
Thankfully, you're not close enough to that cover to ignore it, so I'll still get that -1, and you move, so that's -2. So you're up to a 5 up.
Yep, and probably at long
I
range
could
as
go
well.
down. I could return fire, actually. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to try that out, see if I
Yeah?
can make it. Yeah, I'll attempt a reaction at -1 leadership and to get into a firefight with you.
Cool.
So veterans are leadership 10, pin makes it 9. So I can get rid of that pin because I passed an order test. And then they'll fire back. And so this is done simultaneously, so I'll resolve yours first, but anybody who dies still gets to fire back.
Yes.
And that does pull in one of my order dice, because this counts as their actual activation.
So I need 5 from the SMG.
Ooh, 2 hits from the
Two
submachine gun.
Submachine gun. And then
That
I'll
one
need,
ignores the -1 for moving and firing.
yep, and then 6s on the rifles. That's
3 more hits?
Couple of hits in there, I'll take that.
Ouch. I'm veterans, so 5s to wound.
5s to wound.
Oh, you killed 2 of my guys, not enough for a morale test.
And with exceptional damage, potentially.
Oh, right, you did roll 6.
Yeah, did roll a 6, so I'll just roll another 6.
Yes.
Wait,
So do you want to
right.
kill my NCO or my special weapon?
I think I'll kill your NCO.
Which one is he?
He's the one with the SMG, which I
is
believe is that guy there, yeah.
So I still get to use him right now.
Yes.
But other than that, yeah, he's gone. So it's -1 leadership for my unit now. And we'll put the pin marker back on, and then I'll return fire.
Good.
Mixing in the submachine guns, the BAR automatic rifle, and my different ranges. There's 4 shots that hit on 4s, and these looks like 8 shots that hit on 5s. So 4s, we've got 2 of them.
2 so far.
And then 5s for the rest. Not too good, actually. Only 1 more.
Nice.
And you are regulars.
I am indeed.
So I wound you on 4s. So I kill 1 guy.
Kill
and you
1
get a
guy,
pin.
and I'll take a pin.
Pretty good, though.
American.
Americans! I'm going to activate my lieutenant, and he's going to do a snap 2 order with this. That means that they can both activate at the same time. And so I pulled another die from there. And they are going to do, let's do an advance, just to take some pot shots at your squad right there. And they'll do an advance as well. Now I have to declare both of those, but then I do them one at a time. So I'll do the first squad advancing. And so they're going to use that to try to get as many into line of fire. It's not going to be a great shot, although these American troops do ignore the movement penalty for shooting, so that'll help a little bit. Got 10 shots in total between the automatic rifle and everything else. Everything's going to be hitting on 5s, just worked out that way. So, woo, look at that. Half of them hit, so 5 hits. You guys are regulars, so 4s to wound.
4s to wound.
We killed 3 of them. So 3 of them are killed. I didn't roll a 6 when I rolled the kill, did I?
I think you did.
I
yeah,
did.
there's one in
Did I roll another 6? No, okay.
guys.
3 of them die, and they take a pin. 3's not enough for morale, because you still had 9 guys, so I'd have to kill 5. I apologize, I thought they had rifles. They have SMGs, so they're just going to do a run order, not advance. Get up to there. Didn't make sense for them to advance. A booyah. Americans! We're going to advance my Kodiak. He's on a road, so he can go pretty far, even further than this. He's going to advance out to here and train his sights on your, what is that guy called?
The Cossack Light Walker.
Yes, the guy with the really wide legs.
Yep.
Love it. And he's got his light autocannons, and he's got 4 heavy machine guns as well, which I think could hurt him too. We'll start with the 2 light autocannons, 2 shots each, so there's 4. I get the -1 penalty for moving, and that's it. Even if I was at long range, they ignore that because they have the HE, the high explosive special rule, which makes them okay against infantry as well. So we got 4 shots hitting on 4s. 3 hits, so that's a pin on him for sure.
That's a pin straight away.
Light autocannons have a +2 penetration, and you're a 7+ normally to hurt,
Yep.
so it makes it a 5+ to hurt. Ooh, 1 gets in there, but it's just
superficial.
So D6 -3. Okay, so it's just a crew
stunned,
which puts you down.
Put the pin on, but it's an extra pin marker
Extra
for the
pin.
yeah.
And then we flip your advance to down just
down.
to represent. So the down aspect of that won't really affect you because you already activated, because it'll go away at the end of the turn. But let's fire my HMGs as well. Now, they're at long range, and they do care about that. So we're looking at 5s to hit. So we got 2 of them. Sorry, that was too few dice. I have 4 of these bad boys, not just 2. Can I get any more?
Like you need more help.
All right, well, we're looking at 6s to wound, because it's only +1, which means I can only do superficial damage with them. But, you know, we can still, you've already got the pins on you, but no, nothing actually.
Ooh, I will take that.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good for you. There's only 1 die left, which
Last
is
die of the
your
turn.
lieutenant in reserve. You want
see
to try
if-
to bring it on?
Yes, 100%.
So leadership
These
-1.
guys need some help. So I'll be looking at a 8.
Hey, he's
Hey,
coming.
they came in.
And they're just going to run on the table to go and help out this group that's been pinned a couple times.
Yep, just try and give them a helping hand.
And that is everything being activated. So you can see we've got pins all over the place. You've managed to immobilize my 1 walker, which now has nothing to shoot at because it's facing the wrong way in the battle. The other walker's out of flamer fuel, so he's just going to rely on assaulting and also his medium machine gun, which isn't that great. Assaulting will be okay, though. I got lots of infantry, though, right here, and your infantry is kind of getting whittled down.
Thin on the ground.
You started to hurt mine as well, and you still have your big walker who just refuses to join the battle.
It's slow. It's slow getting there, but hopefully, turn 4.
Turn 4.
Turn 4, yeah.
Yeah.
Course,
Pay the points for him to show up for half the game,
points
right?
down the drain, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's
Great.
go to turn 4.
The Americans.
Americans first activation.
Oh no.
Oh no. I'm going to use the Snap 2 special rule from the officers, and because I have a first lieutenant, I can do this twice. So there's a couple things that lieutenants do. They give an aura bonus to your leadership. So because he's a first lieutenant, he has a +2 aura, so anything within 6 inches. The aura can get bigger too, according to if you're like a captain or whatever. So that's great. And the second thing he can do is he can have other units activate with him. as we saw before, but because he's a first lieutenant, he can have 2 other units activate with him. So he's going to activate himself, the walker, and he's going to try to help to activate these guys because they just need some help there. I don't want them to get shot at while they're still a little pinned. And so we're going to do, let's do a run, trying to like gauge the range. I already know the kind of range on that. If he stands still, I can negate that -1. Yeah, so we'll do a run, a fire, and an advance on them. So for the run, he's going to run into this building and get on the 2nd floor. Hello. We'll stay over here, actually.
Hey.
Heyo. So we're going to run to there. You can only get to the 1st floor, I guess. We say 2nd floor here.
Yeah.
As in when you said it before, you're like, yeah, the 1st floor. I'm like, well, the 1st floor is down there. I'm like, right.
Oh, the 2nd floor.
And in the UK, 1st floor is the 2nd floor.
Yes.
And there's ground floor.
Ground floor.
So if you want to get on not the ground floor,
the
one above it, the one above it, you got to run in there.
Yeah, you have to run.
So they did that. We will then, interesting, I'll advance them so that we can turn around and get nice and close this way. Get into point blank range.
They want to try and remove their pin.
Oh, right, we got to actually test for that. So he was nearby, or he is nearby.
Yes.
So leadership, they're -1 because they lost their NCO, so they're down to 8 and then back up to 10.
Yeah.
Oh, good. They don't fire at my guys. No FUBARs here.
No FUBARs.
So they're going to move up, and then they will fire. We remove that into them. Would they like to react by firing back? -2 leadership test. If they fail, they just don't get to do anything, but they don't lose their turn.
I mean, the officer does give his bonus.
Plus, he's a 1st lieutenant as well.
Yes.
So +2.
+2.
So basically negates it. They're back to leadership 9.
Back to leadership 9. So.
Would you like to firefight?
Ooh, yes.
Why not?
Right? Why not? Yeah.
Because you're going to lose guys.
I'm going to lose them anyway.
So you might as well take off a few of mine at the same time.
Try to.
So you're back to a leadership 9 test as an order test.
Just give it a go.
You pass.
Yeah,
so you can remove one of your pins, and we'll both fire at each other. I'll go first. So with all my shots in, I got 4 shots hitting on 3s and 5 hitting on 4s. So 3s. So all but 1. And whoop, 4s. Well, that's 3 more. So we got 6 hits in total. You are regulars, so I'm winning you on 4s because there's no pen in any of these weapons. Ooh, only 2 of them die.
The actual, sorry, just quick on the pins, do have little numbers on the bottom. You can twist it as well if you do run out of pin markers. So, but it's just a better visual representation.
Oh, I like that. I like seeing them.
Seeing the pins.
2 of your guys die, not enough for morale test, and they can still fire back.
They can still fire back, so I'm just going to move them to the side there for 2 seconds. So I've got my NCO with an SMG hitting on. It will still be -1.
So here's the end result. 2 shots on 5s, 4 on 6s. So these are on 5s?
Nope.
No hits?
And then
4 on 6s? Because the pins actually get you we haven't mentioned this because I actually forgot this. It hasn't come up yet. Each pin gives you -1 to hit as well.
It does indeed. Looking for the sickles.
None.
No sickles there.
Just lost 2 guys, not enough for morale test.
Nope.
And then we've got Big Boy right here. And he's just doing straight up fire, so I don't get the -1 for moving. And we are going to fire. Well, light autocannon is definitely on him. I'm thinking of actually putting the machine guns into them. But is it the same arm has to fire at the same thing?
The same arm has to fire at the same thing, yes.
Okay, well then everything onto your walker.
Onto that walker.
So we've got 2 light autocannons hit on 3s because it didn't move. So all but 1, oh, just 3. Okay, that's good. That's a good shot.
That's a good
pin.
pin.
Puts a pin on him because these can definitely hurt him.
Yes.
These are +2 pens, so we're looking for 5s.
5s.
Ooh, we got 2 of them, but they're just barely. So we're looking at -3 to both of these. So they're both just crew stunned, which means you put a down marker on him from your bag.
And an extra pin.
And an extra pin.
Yep.
2 extra pins, so that's 2 down.
So 2 down results, yes, that'd be 2 extra pins.
So,
ooh, he's still in the running.
And he can't activate this
He
turn.
cannot activate now.
And then we got all the heavy machine guns, 4s to hit, because they're long range. Ooh, that wasn't that great. And I'm looking for 6s to damage, because they're only +1 pen to your 7+. Yep. Nothing. It wasn't worth a try, because that would have been more stunned.
Yeah, well, yeah, it would have
Get
been.
you more pin markers. So yes. Are you going to try to bring your big guy on? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Order test -1. Does it come on? Okay. All right. So for the sake of this game, we're bringing him on.
Yes.
Yeah, because he's not going to show up. You're already having a hard time.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be a bit of a wash.
I'm on the ropes here.
Yeah. So we're going to do what you should do with your friends. Unless you're at a tournament, because then you just, whatever.
Yeah,
and you let them bring it on anyways.
You have to bring it on. Come on. It's just, we're just not going to see him.
Yeah.
You know?
Like, look at that thing.
Okay.
That's scary looking. I hope he's actually scary and not just scary looking.
He's pretty scary, but
Oh,
no,
you'll
mine
see
are
that. We'll see
probably-
that.
Yeah, you know, ones across the board.
Yeah,
Right,
we'll
anyway,
see.
so he's going to advance on, he's going to fire, and then we'll just go through.
And he can move more than 12 because he's going on a road.
Yep, but he's just going to kind of tuck into there and...
So what weapons does he have? I'm
So,
curious.
he has... I'll just find out.
So this thing has a light howitzer, a heavy howitzer. It's got autocannons facing every direction. It actually has like rear-facing ones too.
Yeah,
if it wants to,
rear-facing.
which won't help you right now. But
Not right now.
they're good if you get flanked, or if you get immobilized facing the wrong way.
Like that. And a pintle-mounted HMG, just
Of
for
course.
good measure.
So, and they're all separately mounted, so you're able to fire them in wherever the crap you want.
Yep.
So let's make some choices. So how are you going to direct your fire?
So the heavy howitzer is going to shoot at the Kodiak Assault
That's got
Walker.
a +4 pen.
+4 pen, so we're going to try and
I
knock
think it's
him
4
out.
pluses you'll hurt him.
Yeah.
Because I think he's an 8-up armor.
He's an 8-up armor, yes.
Yeah.
Then the
Light howitzer.
will go at the Jackal.
That's not immobilized.
That's not immobilized. And then the light autocannon and the HMG are going to go at the squad in the middle there.
Right. And none of them can react. Well, technically he could react.
Technically, he can react if he's outside of...
Well, he could react even within 20.
Even
and
within 20, yeah,
I
of
could do
course.
then a firefight, but I have a funny feeling that his medium machine gun is not going to be any good against it. What is he, an 8+ or a 9+ armor?
10+.
He's a 10+
Super
armor.
heavy walker.
Nice.
This is why we want him on the board.
Okay, so this is Gaz's revenge.
Revenge.
Revenge of the Gaz. So the heavy howitzer against him. Now normally it would be, it's one shot no matter what, but then if it hits infantry, it hits them 3d6 times.
3d6.
But against a vehicle, it just gets better pen. So it's still just a 4+ to hit because you moved, right?
I don't even want to look at this.
Yeah, that's still. I'm
gonna look away.
Oh, boom! This poor building, which was already ruined, is now more ruined.
Just goes over and hits the wall
near.
behind. So howitzer this time at the Jackal.
Light howitzer, and I think it's going to be the same thing, right?
Yeah, it should be a 4.
Just a 4. Yay!
Wow,
There we are.
finally!
And that one's a HED6, right?
A HED6.
Which means it has a +2 pen, so you need a 5
hit.
to wound me.
5
Either way,
to
I got a
wound.
pin marker, which you
Yeah.
already put. So 5 to damage me.
Looking for the... No,
No, I got a pin on me though.
that's not going to...
Autocannon will hit on 4s against my infantry down here. One hit, which does D2 hits. So on a
D2
4+
hits.
it does 2. So
Nope,
no, it's
still
one
just
hit.
one.
Oh, is it a +2 pen?
It is a +2 pen indeed.
Because they're vets, so that's a 5+ normally.
So
down to
threes.
3+.
Down to 3+. 3+. Way! Managed to kill 1.
So kills 1. Missed one thing. When you pinned him with the light howitzer, it's a D2 HE. Actually, it's a D6 HE, so it actually does D2 pins.
D2 pins.
So on a 4+, you get to put another one on him.
Oh,
There we
yes,
go.
I
So
do.
it's the second pin
There's
on
a
that
6
one.
that I need.
Yeah, now it comes out.
There's a 6.
And now the HMG firing at my infantry, hitting on 4s. 2 of them hit.
2 hits.
And there is 1 pen on this.
Yes, just
So
+1 pen,
4s.
so 4s to kill.
No, it doesn't kill any.
Oh.
Wow. Well, you put 2 pins on him, a pin on them, killed 1, and unfortunately missed him. But I'm not going to kill your guy, right?
Well, do you know what? You probably will do, but you know, no.
I don't know how. I don't have any weapons I can get through 10+.
True.
The autocannon's only a +2 pen.
+2 pen, yeah. So,
So I'd have to get to your rear armor, because I get +2 against the rear.
against
but you're a
the
walker.
So
I have nothing I can hurt you with. It's okay. It's okay. I've played plenty of war games where there's that big thing on the table that you can't hurt, and all you do is kill everything else.
But you do have anti-tank grenades with your squads.
Yeah, I suppose.
But
I'd
there's
have to have a big squad has to
risky
make it in
gamble.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you can't really hurt me much. Oh, no, you're heavy, so you could fire back at point blank. Yikes. Yeah, no. No, I don't want to take
Yeah.
howitzers to the face.
Yeah, it does have a 5-up feel no pay or toughness. Oh, tough special rule, which is
5 up
basically
to ignore
5
damage.
up to ignore damage. Yeah. Feel no pain.
You're fired.
Don't.
Oh, your last die. I still have 3 more in there.
It's interesting.
Yeah, the only squad you had left is your lieutenant or lieutenant.
Lieutenant, and then all I'm going to do with this guy is just run him up to the side of the building and cower.
Nice.
Just hide. Just sit there.
Good
and
leadership.
Just
Good
just
leadership.
hide.
He's going to hide back there.
Just run away and hide.
You can
Oops.
see him. That's fine. But
Just put
there
the
he
run
is.
dice down. There we go.
Because in the end, if you lose all your infantry, the best you can hope for is a draw.
Is a draw,
Because your
exactly.
walkers can't hold the objective.
Nope.
The last 3 activations are mine, so let's do those. Well, I basically need to not worry about trying to hurt that guy and just try to kill as much of your infantry as possible. So I'm going to order this squad to advance, which is on here somewhere, and they're going to move in there and then fire. It's going to shift to the middle. I'm not worried about the fact that they're out in the open, because right now I want to get maximum firepower in your infantry. I only have to have one infantry guy survive, be able to win this mission, and then they're all going to fire into that squad right there, which is not able to react. Here's our groupings of dice, 5s to hit and 4s to hit. So just based on, there's SMG, there's an automatic rifle, there's different ranges. 4s to hit there, 5s to hit here, so there's 1 extra there. So we're looking at 5 hits. The third pin is placed on them, and then we're looking at 4s to wound.
4s to wound.
Oh, 4 of them.
Oof.
Is that all of them?
That's it, that's all of them.
That kills that squad.
Good,
no morale
nice.
test required.
Nothing required,
Yikes.
just delete.
I'm going to attempt to activate my Jackal here. He's got 2 pins on him, and there's no leader nearby to help. So he's just a regular, so he's down to leadership 7. And he... Oh, look at that! So with the double 1 for the orders...
Yes, you see.
Do I take away an extra?
Bravery. You take away 1 plus D6 pins.
So the one that's
So
normal.
it's going to go. Yeah,
Yeah, that's.
it's
I only
going
had
to go
2.
anyway. Yeah.
I only had 2. So he loses all of those, which is great.
Right.
He's going to be issued the advance order, which he's going to use to. I can move 24 inches with that.
You can indeed.
And he's just going to move up to here. So what you cannot see is hello.
No,
Are you going somewhere? Where are you going somewhere?
Are you trying to run?
Are you trying to
nowhere,
run?
boy.
I just wish he had a flamethrower still, but he's
Oh,
out of
yeah.
ammo. Well, I'm right next to you, point blank range, so I'm actually hit on 3s, because -1 for moving and +1 for being point blank range.
And then -1 for small team.
Oh, right, because there's 2 or less of them.
2 or less.
2 or less, so it's
Class as
4s.
small team, so 4s.
That's right, that's right. Once you're down to 2 or less, it's harder to hit you. 4s. Yeah, well, I got 2 hits, so there's a pin marker on them, and then
could
we're
be
looking
it.
at. Are they regulars or
Regulars,
veterans?
yeah, regulars.
Because it's a first lieutenant. Does that not make them vet, or is that actually just a separate upgrade?
It's a separate upgrade. So
you could have like an inexperienced first lieutenant.
Yes. But no, I've done all mine regular.
So he just bought his way into the military, basically.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's one of those.
backhander.
One of those.
Yeah.
There you go. So he's a regular, so 4s to wound. There's 2 of them, and neither of them are dead. Look at that! Survived a machine gun to the face.
Survived. He's going to run away.
There's a pin token on him, though.
Oh, I put.
My immobilized guy will just do a rally. Just in case anybody decides to walk in front of him.
You never know.
Yeah. End of the turn. It's looking grim. You got your big tank on, and I'm sure eventually he'll do something.
Eventually.
As we go to turn 5. Remember, there's 6 turns in the game guaranteed, and on a 50-50 go to turn 7. So all I have to do, once I kill those 2 guys, which will die soon, is then survive with 1 infantry guy until the end of the game, maybe. I like your optimism.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I've got hope. Maybe.
Yeah, I can
I've
run
got hope,
somewhere.
yeah.
Just keep running around and around and
Yeah,
around.
oh God, I've got no hope.
And I just got to somehow not die to all your howitzers. That's a lot of howitzers.
It is.
Okay.
A very
Let's
lot.
go to turn 5. This next dice pull is very important, so we're going to record the whole thing. He's only got 3 dice in there. I've got 6, so obviously there's only 1 in 3 chance that you get yours. It's a Soviet!
No! Oh, it's meant to be!
I don't
The
even...
mammoth.
Oh, you're going to do that, eh?
Yeah,
okay,
100%
okay.
I want to activate the mammoth.
I wasn't sure if you'd try to keep your 2 infantry alive.
No, no, not right now, because I think if I can try and knock him down, whittle down some squads, and then, you know, just see what you react with, because your walker will be out of range, out of line of sight, the other squads, but let's just see what this can do and
Sure.
just try and whittle down as much as I can.
You do what you think is the best thing for your army.
Yeah.
What's
So-
your weapons going to do?
So the heavy and the light howitzer are going to go into the Jackal. The light autocannon and the HMG are going to go into the already pinned squad at the front there.
The reaction they could do would be to go down, and you know what? They're going to take that reaction.
Are they going to go down?
Yeah. Yeah, we've got to try to keep as many alive as possible, so that's an additional -2 to shooting at them.
100% on desperate. So the heavy howitzer.
Hitting on a 2,
Way!
and what about the light howitzer? Just
The
for
light
fun.
howitzer, yeah,
They both hit.
both hit.
So that's a pin on my guy already, and then on top of that, the heavy howitzer is a plus.
4 pen.
Yeah, it's a +4 pin. So you got a 3+ to hurt me. And you want to do better than 3. It's a 6.
Ooh.
That means it is
Mass
mass
damage,
damage
yes.
because you got at least 3 higher, which means you get to roll 2 dice and apply them both. No, you apply them both.
both.
Yeah, isn't that nuts? Yeah. Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. Double
So
gone.
he stays there as a wreck,
Yep.
and he's dead.
Just
Oh, he's toast. Didn't even need the light howitzer.
no, but still, it's just the insurance policy.
Yeah.
The light autocannon and the HMG. And on 5s,
Autocannon 5s. 1 hits.
1 hits.
So that's D2 hits though.
just
Yeah.
the 1.
So that's still a pin.
And a 3. Ooh, 1's dead.
Right, because it has +2 pen.
Plus 2 pen, yes.
So that's just let's grab a regular guy. Make sure we don't kill anybody special. There you go.
And
And then you've got the machine gun.
HMG.
That's also down 5s. Yeah, nothing.
Nothing there.
You got a Soviet die again? Yeah, sure is.
I'm actually looking the dice back. I'm honestly looking there, see?
Yeah, they're all there.
They're all there.
Officers, a squad wants to activate, but they got a pin token. Do they give the +2 morale boost to themselves?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so basically it's leadership 10. Yeah. Oh no! They go down! They go oh, no. You alright?
I've got no words.
Yeah. American!
Hey!
Alright, finally I get to play.
Finally.
Poor me. Well, let's do them, and then at the same time we'll activate this squad, just for the funsies. We're going to do an advance, and we're going to do an... Ooh. See, the problem is I only hold this if I have infantry within 3 inches and there's no enemy infantry. So even if you have one guy surviving, then I am out of luck. So I am going to, because these guys advance, they're not going to be able to see there. So they're going to do a run. So advance and run. So with their advance, they're just going to move up to here, and then they're going to shoot down with their SMGs at your leaders. Leaders versus leaders, baby! So point blank, I don't care about having moved, and you're down. So we're looking at 4s to hit.
Yes.
2 SMGs. 4s to hit. Well, we got 2 hits, so that's another pin token on them. So they're up to 2 pin tokens.
Bidding.
And they're 4s to wound because they're regulars. Double 4! Oh, we kill one of them. Ooh. That's a morale check on the other one.
Yep, 100%. He's gone.
Leadership 9, morale test, which you can re-roll because you are Soviets.
Yep, I'm all
so
good.
you're fine there.
For once.
So you're down to 1 guy. And they are going to run this way. Both to stay alive and to keep you from being able to just easily get away that way. So now I have a squad here ready to go that way and a squad here ready to go the other way. So over here they go. American! Well, we're going to activate this bad boy. He's going to just do a fire order so that I don't get the -1 to shoot. And we're going to fire everything into him. Did you want to react?
There's no
I checked, you're within 20, which means you can only do firefight, and you're not facing the right way. So there's no reaction is a good reaction. And so we'll just fire. Autocannons first, 3s to hit. Oh, only 1, but we still put a 6 pin token on you.
6 pin tokens.
5 to wound you. No, all right, whatever. Let's do the machine gun. We're gonna get 2 more pin tokens on you so you're destroyed.
No.
Because if you get as many pin tokens as your leadership, then you're automatically removed. Because they're just like, no, we're done. We're done.
We're
no
out
more.
of here. Yeah, see you later.
So these ones will actually be hitting on 4s because they care with the long range. Well, that was a really bad roll. But let's just get 2 of those 6s. If I get 2 6s, you're done.
That's it.
Because no matter what, you'll get 2 more pin tokens on you. 6s! Again, nothing. Well, that was pretty crappy, but you know what? I think the dice have been pretty in my favor this game, so I'm okay with that. Still me. You can just go ahead and put it on that guy and just put it down because there's nothing for him to do. And I think you only have yours left.
I've got one of yours as well.
What else do I have? Do I have too many dice in there? Oh, did we not take one out when he died? That's what it was.
That's what it was. What I'm going to try and do is rally.
Okay, so that's an automatic pass.
Yep.
So you get rid of D6 plus 1, I believe.
D6 plus 1.
So the one that's from passing, and then D6 more.
Looking for the...
That's 3.
Yeah, still... but, do you know, it stops you from auto-killing it.
That's true.
Which
I was working towards.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of this turn. So that's the end of turn 5. So you still have 1 infantry left if I don't kill him.
One man
draw.
left.
You're like, no, you cannot take weird DNA specimen back to America, sir. And so we'll see what happens.
Do this.
Very important die. I've got 5 dice in there. You've got 3.
Just close my eyes.
You obviously would like to pull yours first so you can do as much damage as you can or run away with your lieutenant. Oh.
Damn.
I'm going to snap 2 between here. And so I will issue a just straight up fire from them. Not that it matters because they don't get the -1 penalty anyways. And I'm going to attempt an advance on them. Obviously, we've got some pin tokens. So let's just start with let's start with them. So I got -2, but then +2 for him. So we're leadership 10 because they're veterans.
Yes.
No, it failed! Oh, hallelujah to you! All right, down he goes.
I've never seen so many failed order checks in a game.
All right, well, they're just staying right there. They're down. And we're just going to
chilling.
fire straight down. You can react by firing back if you like.
I am not going to react because potentially this last turn I can try and draw this. So I'll just weather the storm.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll
weather the
see.
storm.
4 shots. How many pin tokens do you have?
2.
You've already got 2?
I've already got 2.
Well, let's put a third one on there. And
Why not?
Or just kill him. If we just kill him, then we're good, right?
Measure, yeah.
Yeah. All right, here we go. We're looking at, you're not down.
I'm not down, no.
Oh, so it's 2s to hit.
3s, because it'll be small team.
Small team.
Small team, so 3s.
3s. Oh! We got the pin. We got the pin. That's important.
It's 50-50.
So 4s to kill.
50-50.
4s to kill.
No.
Booyah! Oh! Did you see it? Did you see what's on the 6? It was like, whoa! That's a dramatic die. You get to go on like a shelf with the title of Dramatic Die. I'm one dramatic die.
My heart was beating.
Well, you still got 3 pin tokens on you.
But I can live with that. I can live with 3 pin tokens. At least it's a chance to.
This is turn 6, right?
It is.
So
if
you got to stay within 3 inches of this.
I've just got to get to there. Pass an orders check and move. That's me. I can draw this.
Yeah, okay, well, draw the next die. American. My last real chance is for this squad to advance. They're going to go into the building. So I'm just going to place them up here, but they're on the ground floor. The nice thing is if I say ground floor, everybody understands what I say. Because once I say first floor, that we're going to have our misunderstandings. So they're on the ground floor.
Ground floor.
Yeah. Now the way that the buildings work is every fire point lets you fire 2 guys. So there's a fire point right there. So 2 of them poke their heads out, and they're going to fire at you.
Doo-doo.
Obviously with the best weapons we can, so the submachine gun and the automatic rifle. Yeah. So we got 4 shots total again. Submachine gun, automatic rifle. And they're going to be 3s to hit. It's -1, +1. -1 for small team, +1 for point blank. Ready for another pin?
Well.
Just 2 hits.
Do you know what? I can take the pin.
I got a 75% chance. Never telling me the odds, right?
Never
75% chance of this succeeding. I got to get at least 1 4.
Duck and weave, duck and weave, duck and weave.
Oh! What is going on? You can still got 4 pins though. Still got 4 pins.
My heart is going.
American. I don't really have much else to do. I might as well just activate him and continue the barrage.
Onto this poor walker.
Yeah, I'm going to take him out. It's because we'll see. We'll see. Let's do a fire rather than an advance. Because the good weapon is the one I want to focus on. It would be 4s to hit. This is 3s to hit because I didn't move. Boom! Okay, there's the hits. Now that I'm hitting the thing that can't hold the objective. +2 pen against a 7+ armor means I have to get a 5+.
5+.
Nope, but there's still a pin token on
him.
And we can still try with the machine guns. At this range, those are 4s to hit. Oh, good. Yeah. Average. Yeah. We got half of them. Come on, can we get any 6s? He hasn't got any 6s yet with this.
No 6s.
Oh, one more. It's going to be a -3, so most likely a stun. Oh, no, that's a 2. That's immobilized.
Immobilized. So
he's basically useless now. You can fire at my guy now.
Fire at your guy, which I will do. Is that an extra pin as well?
Yeah, extra pin for immobilized.
Pin.
Hey,
so,
Soviets! I do have 1 more, but it's not an immobilized guy, so who cares?
You do.
So you got your leader and you got him.
I do.
Really doesn't matter because I have nothing left to do. So the question is, what do you do?
What do I do? What do I do?
What do I do?
Well, leave him there. I think I'll activate the mammoth.
He already activated. He's the first thing that went. That's who killed my guy.
That was last time.
How many dice do you still have in there?
I have 2.
Right.
2, 3.
Have you not activated yet this turn?
No. I've not.
Oh my goodness.
Not activated. I've just weathered the storm.
Yeah.
I just literally.
I'm like, but you already
there.
did the mammoth. I'm like, no, you didn't.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Oh,
Keeping the mammoth.
obviously, that's right.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay.
Let's figure out what I'm going to do. So the heavy howitzer is going to target the guys in the ground floor.
Yeah, he's not going indirect. Indirect, we'd have to actually see which floor it hits, but he can directly see
open
them.
Sights, open sights. So hitting those guys on a 3.
So hold on, let's declare them all. Light howitzer was against them?
Against those,
and autocannon and the machine gun?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything else against these guys, and then the heavy howitzer against those. It will be a 3 to hit, because normally it would negate the
you ignore everything about
Ignore everything, so
about the building.
3.
Oh no!
Really?
It even had a potential, it wouldn't be easy, but it had the potential to blow up the building and kill everybody.
Yeah.
But
it could have blown the building up.
I'm sad. I wanted to see that.
I wanted to see that as well.
Okay. Well, take a shot at them.
Just scrub it out and just... No.
They're down now, so...
They are down indeed.
So that does matter, because they're not inside of a building.
So the...
So it should be like
light
5 or
howitzer?
6. Yeah.
Nope.
It's a miss.
It's a miss, and then...
HMG should be on 3, 4, 5.
4 5s. No dice.
Autocannon?
Light autocannon.
Also on 5s? There should be 2 shots. 2
Two
shots.
shots, sorry, yeah. And they're 2D then per shot.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay,
Yeah,
happy days.
D2 per shot, so 4 pluses will do extra shots.
Let's try that.
So 3 shots
So
in
3
total,
shots in total.
and they're +2 pens, so they wound me on 3s.
3s.
And you get all 3, which is actually a morale check.
Yeah.
And there's a 6. Do you want to roll that
There's
again?
a 6, I will do, but let's put the pin on there first.
Another
Whoops.
6 will let you choose the target. No. Okay,
No.
so obviously we're going to keep our important guys alive, whichever one is that. Yeah, okay. So those 3, that's a morale test right away.
So was that
Oh yeah, there's no NCO in there
no
either.
NCO in there, no.
Yeah, so that
so
sucks.
that's -4.
Yeah, -4, but then
But
plus
you are
2.
in range, plus
so it's
2,
just
so-
-2. Leadership 8.
Oh,
look at that, insane.
Same
Which doesn't,
bravery, of course. It
doesn't
had
do
to be.
anything. Yeah, it just auto passes.
Right.
Well, that was kind of disappointing.
It was a bit of an anticlimax.
Yeah, so you can just you do your guys, because he's just going to remain down. We can almost remove him from the game
Yeah,
at
I'll
this point.
I'll just keep him down.
And he's pretty much out of the game too. Because
See-
all he does is fire at the guy who's down.
I mean, just do that just for fun.
Sure,
Nah.
sure.
just,
Or you can
I'll
keep
just-
rallying him.
just keep rallying those pins. I'll just keep him down, and then it's the officer now. So I'm going to try and attempt to advance,
We're gonna come over here.
and
So he's got 3
3 pins.
3 pins on him.
Yeah. Even if-
So whatever you're going to do, oh yeah, we haven't done any ambushes. It's just basically a hold action and then lets you react the way you want to,
Yes.
which hasn't really come up as being necessary. So I just saw that on the die and remember,
Yep,
oh yeah, that's
no,
the thing too.
It is a
So
thing.
he's leadership 9 normally. He's -3 down to 6, but then +2 because it does specify that he gives himself the bonus of
He
+2.
does.
So that's basically 8.
8.
Leadership 8.
Leadership 8. And
No
if he-
problem, right?
No problem. Easy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if he does pass, he's going to move up to
There and
Just
just
the
hold,
quality-
and you hope the game's over, right?
and just have
50-50
a shot. I'm gonna
chance.
have a shot. You know,
sure, why not?
absolutely,
Why
why not? Just about.
All right, remove one of those pins and do your best.
Have a try.
Just careful where. Actually, it doesn't matter where he goes, as long as you just don't let him see him.
Yeah.
That way, if we do go to turn 7, one less guy that can fire at him, maybe.
Yeah, I think he can't. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can see
we'll
those.
say we know your intent. He won't be able to fire if we go to
You
turn
can just see a
7.
finger coming out of that. Literally coming out the side like
Yeah, maybe
you.
a particular finger. And he's going to fire at them with his SMG.
Yes, he is indeed.
He's at point blank range. I'm already down.
But he does have 2 pins.
Oh, that's right. Jeez. Okay,
have
so
2
let's
pins.
do the math on this out loud. We started at 3. 2 pins make it 5. Down makes it 7, and then 8 because no, he's next to that. So we're at to 7. But then point blank range brings it back down to 6.
To 6. So just 6
To
is to
sixes.
hit. But you never know. Show me the sickle.
Oh, it's
there we
6
go.
with a pin.
Show me
And
the
then
sickle.
5's to kill one.
I've got a pin in my pocket.
You got a pin in your
Pin in
pocket.
my pocket. And then a 5 or 6.
Oh, here
Hey.
comes one.
The officer
No morale.
pulls it. Yeah, no morale, but still.
That's 4 pins.
It's 4 pins.
And that is the end of this turn. Now, at this point, we're at a draw because you managed to have your officer. He's like, I'm watching you. I'm
one
watching your
man.
comrade. And they're like, okay, fine, we won't take it, I promise. But that's the scenario, right? And you got to play
Yeah.
the scenario. So I'll let you do the honor. So on,
Okay.
on a 4+, you're screwed because we're going to
Yeah.
play a 7th turn. But don't roll it yet. We got to build up the drama. 1, 2, or 3, the game ends here, and it's a draw.
Yes.
A 4+, we play turn 7, and most likely I'm going to
carry
find a
on.
way to kill that guy.
Most
Maybe,
likely. Maybe. If I pull a pin out, I can bring that building down.
Yeah, you could.
Who knows? Destroy them.
Voice get really loud. We're not
So have you got some straws to give me? I'm clutching right now.
All right, 4+, the game continues. Oh, it's a draw. It's a draw.
After all that.
Yeah, it totally feels like a draw. I've got 8 dead guys and
Yeah, you got
2 dead walkers, basically.
2 dead walkers, 8 dead guys, and I've got 1 officer left.
Well, your walkers, you're like, you're so many points of your army are still alive.
Yeah, just about. Could you let me bring him on the board?
Oh, it would have been dumb if we
Yeah,
didn't.
true.
So that's that. Like, I guess I don't get to take the specimen home today. Not today,
Not
but
today.
maybe later. The Americans will bring back our super soldiers, and then you can bring your werewolves or something like that.
Yeah, our terror squads.
Yeah, exactly. So that is the zaniness of Konflikt 47.
Yeah.
I hope that you enjoyed that, and you can expect to see more coverage of Konflikt 47 here, especially in the MiniWarGaming Vault. So stay tuned for that. And for all of you wonderful Vault members out there, we've got another Konflikt 47 battle report for you. I will be playing the Soviets, and Gaz will be playing the Germans with a whole bunch of walkers. And you can see this game by clicking the link below and getting your free 7-day trial. I hope that you guys enjoyed that Konflikt 47 battle report.
I'd love to hear your opinions down below as well of what you'd like to see.
Yeah, definitely.
And I know we're going to be doing other videos covering it, but I'm just going to say stuff anyways because, who knows what we'll end up covering. I just want you to know there are werewolves, there are vampires, there are zombies,
Yeah.
there are super soldiers,
Super soldiers.
obviously walkers.
There are flying soldiers. There are the daughters of the motherland. There's so much.
Yeah.
And I can't think of it.
So essentially, it's great because if you're a bolt action fan, it's easy to learn, although you might get tripped up on a couple of the little nuance changes.
Yes.
That you're like, oh, I'm so used to it being +1, it's +2 here, or it's -1, it's -2 here, and flamethrowers automatically hit rather than rolling to hit or whatever.
Yeah, with the HE, no templates, etc.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what happens. Like same thing with when you're playing 40k in AOS. There can be like little things like 3-inch, 1-inch, and it can trip you up. But the other cool thing is if you're not into bolt action, maybe for the same reason as me, because I don't care about the historical wargaming stuff, and that sounds maybe harsh, but it's just what I like and what I don't like, right? It's not like I don't think it's a good thing. It's just like it's not something that I'm interested in. But this, now this is cool. An alternate period of time, like an alternate World War II timeline.
Alternate timeline.
With the aesthetics locked in the 1940s. It's delicious, and I love it. And so it'll be fun, even like possibly to do some campaigns with this as well. Because I don't know, it's just neat. It's just neat. It reminds me of so many other kinds of fiction, like thinking about the Red Skull from Captain America.
Yeah.
And I think of like Hellboy, how they were doing all their weird stuff as well.
There's lots you can incorporate.
Command and
into
Conquer,
this.
I think
Yeah.
does the same basic idea, right? Because there's like alien stuff that comes in. and
Yeah,
it's
at
around the
some
same.
point.
It's around the same era, right?
Yeah.
It's just a neat thing to explore, and I think this is a fun way to do it. So thank you so much, Gaz, for the game.
Thank you very much for hosting me. Really enjoyed it.
Oh, we'll have more. We'll have more.
We'll have lots
Gaz
more.
is filming with us for a couple weeks, so you can expect more Konflikt 47 and other stuff too that Gaz will be doing,
Cool.
and more bolt action, all of that. Thanks so much for watching.
Thank you.
Happy wargaming.